Yes, sir. YouTube, what's the word, man? It's your boy, Man, aka Lowski, aka the Big Low, and we are back on the channel with another video, man. Welcome back, or if you are new, welcome to the channel, man. Thank you for tuning in. Much love. I appreciate it. If you feel like this video is a banger at any time, make sure you hit that thumbs up, man. Subscribe, hit the noti bell so you know when I'm posting more videos, and let's get it going, man. All right, man. So as you can see, another day, another video, another hat on my head. I ain't gonna lie, your boy need a haircut bad right now. I only get haircuts when I'm going outside for special occasions. Other than that, your boy be wolfing it, man. It's saving me money, but it's also saving my hairline. Y'all boys keep getting haircuts every 2 to 3 days or whatever. Y'all ain't gonna have nothing to cut. But it's not about haircuts or hairlines right now. It's about this fire fitted that I'm wearing. I want to give a special shout out to the creator behind this fitted. You might see me wearing most of his hats throughout most of my videos moving forward. Very tough hats he's putting on for the culture right now. Somebody I consider family, a big bro of mine, a cousin, somebody who I was always inspired by growing up when it comes to basketball, sneakers, fashion, his sense of style, an overall very cool dude, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my big bro T-Mark, or famously known as T-Mark Got Kicks. I'm gonna put his Instagram below for whoever wanna check bro out. If you want a copper fitted similar to mine, or a sweater or a shirt, some shorts, whatever you got up there right now, just check bro out, man, you know what I'm saying? And back to the video. So last video, your boy dropped his ranking list of his favorite Air Jordans from the 1s through the 14s. Very fire video, I enjoyed making it. If you didn't watch it yet, feel free to tap in after this one. But we are back in the kicks category. Trust me, I have more ideas moving forward. Just building up slowly but surely, you feel me? We back with the sneaker talk. Something similar to the last one, but with a little twist on it. Y'all might like this one, I ain't gonna lie. This is all personal preference, my opinion. I'ma always tell y'all moving forward, feel free to comment below, share your thoughts and opinions, whether you agree or disagree with something. Share how you feel or think, man. I look at that as y'all showing love to me because y'all tuning in and commenting below. So I'ma always show love back and reply to every comment, feel me? But for today's video, I will be sharing with y'all what I think are the best colorways for each Jordan 1 through 14, while also giving y'all my favorite colorways for each Jordan 1 through 14. I'm doing it that way because we all know we all got our own favorite colors, our own sense of style, the way we put certain stuff together, our own favorite sneakers, you know what I'm saying? But we have to admit, each Jordan number just has that one colorway, to simply put it, is better than the rest, bro. Whether it's the history behind the shoe, the way that certain color sits on that certain shoe, the more popular the certain shoe is, you know what I'm saying? That all plays a part when it comes to being that GOAT colorway for that specific Jordan sneaker, you know what I'm saying? So I already know there's some people out there who think I'm not showing the 15 and ups enough love, you know what I'm saying? But in due time, let me cook with what I know so far, you know what I'm saying? Just like the last video, I will be starting from the number 14, making my way down. This is not a ranking list. I'm just showing y'all or giving y'all my personal opinion on what I think is the GOAT colorway and my GOAT colorway. So let's get it started. So for every sneaker that I mentioned in today's video, I will be putting a picture up right here so you guys can see it. Also, I don't know if I said this already, but when it comes to picking the GOAT colorway for each Air Jordan, I will be going based off how popular the sneaker is and the history behind the sneaker, because I feel like those two play a big part or are the main reasons why people pick those sneakers up, and that's the only way you can determine whether they are the GOAT colorway in general. So with that being said, we're starting with the Air Jordan 14s. When it comes to the Jordan 14, bro, I feel like this might be the easiest choice on this list when it comes to picking the GOAT colorway out of all of these shoes. Like I said in my last video, to me personally, there are just not a lot of fire colorways when it comes to the Jordan 14. And the one that I have as the GOAT is a given, bro. It's very obvious. This shoe is very iconic. I've seen many people cop these over the years as they re-release. I'm talking like whole families be having this shoe. And it's an obvious choice, bro. We got to go with the Last Shot 14s. Very iconic sneaker right there. As we know, MJ hit that last shot against the Utah Jazz in those. And it's been huge ever since. Like, not a lot of fire colorways compete with it, aside from the one that I have as my favorite colorway, and that is the Black Toe 14s. Now, that may be a little biased because that's the only 14 I've ever owned, but I really love that shoe right there, man. The solid white base that it has on it as it mixes with the black on the toe. Come on, you can't beat that shoe right there. And Jordan Brand, you doing right. Those are coming back out, but I don't want to say too much about it. That's for another video. But yeah, I got the Black Toe 14s as my favorite shoe and the Last Shot 14s as the GOAT colorway when it comes to the 14s. Now for the Jordan 13s, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was kind of stuck choosing between two different colorways as the GOAT. But after doing some research, and then I remembered something I saw on IG not too long ago, I made up my mind, bro. The GOAT colorway for this shoe will have to be the Bread 13s. Very, very, very tough sneaker right there. It may be underrated to some people, I don't know, but I like this sneaker. It was between the Bread 13s or the Playoff 13s, and I say that because when they came out in like 2011, if I'm not mistaken, I was about 11, 12 years old. They were very popular. I'm saying like every other kid had them on. Entire families was outside swagging their nose. I was like, yo, these is tough. If I'm not mistaken, the Playoffs did re-release last year in about February or March 2023, one of those months if I'm not bugging. But the Bread 13 is clear, bro. Definitely a more popular shoe than the Playoffs. Jordan Brand definitely pushed those out more than the Playoffs, you know what I'm saying? The OG Breads first dropped in 1998, then they dropped again in 2004, then they dropped again in 2013, and then they dropped again 4 years later in 2017, bro. Like, that's mad tough. You can't tell me that the demand for those was definitely higher, definitely a more popular shoe than the Playoffs. And on top of that, to give them that leeway as the GOAT colorway for this shoe, just recently, that I mentioned I saw on IG, just recently, bro, a pair of Bread 13s, game worn and signed by MJ himself, was just sold for $2.2 million, bro. 2 M's. That's insane, bro. People like me only dream of having money like that, and then somebody else, God bless them, is able to just throw that on a pair of sneakers just because MJ himself wore them. That's mad tough, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm pretty sure other shoes or other colorways could sell for that much if they was game worn and signed by MJ himself, but that gives them that leeway in this discussion right here, man. So aside from that, the GOAT colorway is the Bread 13s, but my favorite personal colorway for the Jordan 13s will have to be the He Got Games, bro. Very, very tough right there. When I first saw them, they reminded me of the Black Toe 14s, and because those are my favorite, it's just easy. It's just like very similar, very common. I like that colorway personally. The white base with the black toe. I already said that already. But also, those shoes are very iconic because they was named after the He Got Game movie, you know what I'm saying? Denzel Washington, he rocked those in the movie when he was doing his thing in there, you know, killing his son in the park, hooping out there and all that. But in general, I just like that colorway opposed to the other ones, you know what I'm saying? So, those are my two for the 13s. For the Jordan 12s, if you didn't catch on, there's a pattern going on with these GOAT colorways. I'll explain it later on in the video. But for this sneaker right here, this is an obvious choice. Very tough, very iconic sneaker. I have yet to have it myself, but in due time, I know the sneaker guys are gonna bless me. The GOAT colorway for this shoe will have to be easily the Flu Game 12s, man. Very iconic. We know the history behind this shoe. Mike, even though you didn't have the flu and it was just bad pizza, that was a great game, my boy. Word. Yeah, like I said, in due time, I plan on having this shoe. Every time I see it, I gravitate towards it. I hesitate on buying it, but that's my GOAT colorway. Aside from that, my personal favorite colorway would have to be the Taxis, man. The Taxis are very tough. I'm a fan of white and black colorways, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it can go with anything. You can't go wrong with it. Aside from that, I was kind of tied between those and the Cherries, but I have to go with the Taxis, man. I haven't had those yet either. Every time I see somebody with those dogged out, it bothers me. That's the fake sneakerhead in me, but I love both of those two right there, and that's the Jordan 12s. Oh, man. The Jordan 11s. If you know, you know. The Jordan 11s are my favorite Jordan of all time, man. Overall, love that shoe with all my heart. Aside from that, this wasn't really a tough choice to choose from out of the bunch. To me, each colorway is iconic in their own way, but there's only one that sticks out for real, and the GOAT colorway is the Bread 11s. Yeah, bro, the history behind that shoe, the reason why it plays a part in that is because, as we know, Mike won the championship against the Supersonics in that shoe. It was on Father's Day, you know what I'm saying? He broke down in the locker room. Very iconic moment. But yeah, aside from that iconic moment with MJ, I just feel like the Breads are the best colorway when it comes to the Jordan 11s, except maybe the Concords at a close second, maybe first to some people. The Concords are the first OG colorway for the Jordan 11s in general. But I just feel like the Breads take it to another level, bro. Like, they definitely re-released over time a lot. Whenever they drop, it's a frenzy. Like, a lot of people always cop them. They always sell out. People are copping multiple pairs just for themselves, not to give away to other people. Whether it's the highs or the low Breads, you know what I'm saying? People still copping them. Very popular shoe. Red is a lot of people's favorite color, so the fact that there's no icy bottom, people can still rock them in any weather. You just got to keep them clean to a certain extent. And it's just very tough overall, man. I can't help but love that shoe myself. So, with that being said, that is the GOAT colorway. But I also have a tie when it comes to my favorite colorway, bro. It's like a 5-way tie. I can't make this up, bro. I honestly could not just choose one favorite colorway for the 11s because I love the 11s too much, bro. So, I'm going with a 5-way tie.
What?
The Bread 11s, the Concords, the Cool Grays, the Gammas, and the Legend Blues / Colombians, man. All 5, those are my top 5 right there. You can maybe add the Space Jams in there, but I like the older pair of Space Jams, not the one with the 45 on the back. I don't have a problem with them, but aside from that main 5 right there that I just listed, I love me some Jordan 11s, bro. I don't care. You can say what you want about that. That's the only time I have. Word. Now for the Air Jordan 10s. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like this is another obvious one. A very popular shoe, at least for the Jordan 10 specifically. I was not able to cop this shoe in my high school years, but it's alright. I still like this shoe a lot. But for the GOAT colorway of this shoe, I'm gonna have to go with the Chicago 10s, man. Very tough shoe right there. I don't have a lot to say about the Jordan 10s because growing up, I didn't really see a lot of people wearing 10s like that, aside from this colorway specifically. And I feel like the only other colorways that can compete as the GOAT for this shoe, I would have to say, if it's not the Chicagos, it would be the Royal Blues, which are very, very tough. Oh my God, now that I'm looking back at it, those might be the GOATs, but nah. The Royal Blues are very tough. Or my personal favorite on this list would be the Steel 10s. I'm blessed to have a pair of those right there, the 2013 pair. I don't think Jordan Brand is coming back with those for a minute, so I'm holding on to those, word. But my GOAT pair, Chicago 10s, my personal favorite, Steel 10s. Now the Air Jordan 9s, very, very, very tough selection, man. A lot of fire colorways out of the bunch, I ain't gonna lie. A lot of people love their 9s, so they might argue with me differently on what's the best colorway out of the bunch, but let's not sugarcoat anything, man. We all know what the GOAT colorway is, and that is the Space Jam 9s. You can't go wrong with this pair right here. That white and black with the red Jumpman and the red logos. Very tough combo. As we know, it's tied to the famous Space Jam movie. Very iconic. I need me another pair personally. I love that sneaker. I love the Space Jam 9s, and that's my GOAT. But I may have a tie when it comes to my favorite. Not really a tie. I do have one that's over the other. I'm gonna have to go with the Johnny Kilroy 9s. I never had them, but those hit the streets like crack, bro. Oh my God. In my middle school years, I believe 6th or 7th grade, when those dropped, everybody had them except me. I love that sneaker right there. I'm gonna get my hands on them, trust. But that's my favorite colorway. If I had to choose, a very close second would have to be the Cool Gray 9s. Man, I almost cried in my last video mentioning those right there, but I feel like they don't come in as my favorite sneaker, as my favorite Jordan 9, because when they do get dirty or they do look a little used or whatever, they do not look the same as when they do when they are brand new or they look clean, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna have to go with the Space Jam 9s as the GOAT and the Johnny Kilroys as my personal favorite. Now for the Air Jordan 8s, man, a very underrated Jordan out of the bunch. I love me some 8s, but let's just be honest, a lot of people are not copping those nowadays. For the GOAT colorway, I didn't want to be biased and make the wrong choice by saying the playoff 8s are the GOAT colorway because they just came out last year, even though they was kind of popular. A a lot of people still wasn't really copping them for real or wearing them outside like that. So that would be the wrong choice. And it made me sit back and think about it like, yo, what fire Jordan 8 do OG sneakerheads talk about, that OG sneakerheads have, and that people who love Jordan 8s in general always talk about that they want Jordan Brand to come back out with? Now, when they say this, or when I see the sneaker myself, I agree with them, bro. The GOAT colorway and my personal favorite Air Jordan 8 would have to be the Aqua 8s, bro. Hands down, the best Jordan 8 of all time. The fire colorway, one of the most popular Jordans of all time. Every sneakerhead or anybody I know who has ever liked sneakers always mention this one. Whether they had it, they do have it, they regret giving them away at some point in time. This sneaker just tops the rest of them, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think they only retroed this shoe twice since its original release. And Jordan Brand is time, bro. Because I need my hands on the pair. And I'm not paying no $500-600 for no Aqua 8s, bro. They might be worth it, but I can't do it. It's not sitting right with me yet, bro. I need those. So, Jordan Brand, you did your thing with those. Those are the GOAT colorway and my personal favorites. Here we are with the Air Jordan 7s, man. A lot of people favorite Jordan, a very popular sneaker. A lot of fire colorways to remember. A lot of fire colorways to choose from for this list specifically. But yeah, bro, it's always one. It's always one that's better than the rest. A lot of people wish they had this shoe. I wish I had this shoe. This is probably a lot of people holy grails. Top 5, top 3. Very tough sneaker right here, man. The GOAT colorway for the Air Jordan 7s is without a doubt the Olympic 7s. Or for some sneakerheads, for the love of the games. Yes, those are two different sneakers, I know, but the same color pattern, same fire concept. This sneaker specifically is probably a lot of people's top 10 of all time. It might be in mine. I didn't make that list yet, but when it comes to colorways or sneakers in general, definitely up there, definitely up there. It's that real that this sneaker is tied for my favorite Air Jordan 7 with the Bordeaux 7s. I feel like the Bordeaux probably got it, probably by an inch or a mile or whatever. The Bordeaux are definitely up there, but it's a very close second. So I would have to go with the Olympic 7s as the best colorway for the Air Jordans ever. And my personal favorites are the Bordeaux. Facts. Now for the Air Jordan 6s, come on, bro. We're not even about to play around with this shoe right here. We all know the vibes already. The greatest colorway for this shoe specifically, and one of the greatest sneakers of all time in general, without a doubt, the Carmine 6s. The easiest choice on here, word. Jordan Brand has come out with different versions of this shoe over the years. They always sell out. One of the most popular shoes ever. I own one pair, and it's that real that I think it's probably my favorite Air Jordan 6 also. You know what I'm saying? The only other Jordan 6 that could compete with it is probably the Olympic 6s. I love that shoe, but it's levels, bro. It's levels. The Carmine is up there for real. So that's my GOAT selection, and that's also my favorite Jordan 6 selection. Now for this one right here, I definitely had to think about, bro. I ain't gonna lie, for the Air Jordan 5s, mad tough, like mad tough. And I'm only saying tough because this is the only shoe on the list that has had a two-way tie for the GOAT colorway. I ain't gonna lie, bro. The impact these shoes have had on the sneakerhead community is insane. From when they dropped up to this day, like they had a chokehold on all sneakerheads, whether they OGs or hype beasts or regular sneaker lovers like myself. We all can't help but want both of these shoes or one or the other in our collection, bro. It's crazy, like. And also, due to the collab that these shoes have, and due to losing the person who created these shoes, or that's related to his brand, I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking about now. We lost a huge figure in the fashion world. The two GOAT colorways for the Air Jordan 5s will have to be the off-white sails and the off-white muslins. I hope I'm pronouncing both of those right, but those are my GOAT selections right there. I feel like those shoes, I don't know, bro. They just top all the OGs in all honesty. Like, I can't help but say it. Don't get me wrong. It's a lot of fire colorways from the Air Jordan 5s from back in the day that definitely still have some swag to them that I would definitely cop. But those is definitely the GOAT colorways when it comes to that shoe. I ain't gonna lie. So Those are my two for the GOATs, but my personal favorite would have to be the Grape 5s, the white pair, not the black pair. I don't have a problem with the black pair, but I do like the white ones a lot more. The white is just too clean on those, and I don't want to pick the Off-Whites as my favorite. I do like those shoes a lot. I do feel like those are the GOATs because of the impact they had on the sneaker world over time. But yeah, my personal favorite, I'm gonna have to go with the Grapes, bro. Still fire OG sneaker right there, word. Now for the Air Jordan 4s. I feel like for the Air Jordan 4s, there are a lot of colorways that a lot of people love. The 4s are definitely one of the most competitive on this list, aside from the 1s or the 11s that can have different colorways as they go. But come on, man, it's always one. I feel like for the 4s, it could definitely be a tie. But my GOAT pair, my GOAT colorway would have to be the Bread 4s, man. I love this shoe right here. This shoe is so good that they came out with multiple versions of it. It's so good that, as we know, the reimagined pair just dropped this year, doing hella numbers right now. A lot of people love that shoe. Me personally, I love the older versions with the older material, more specifically the 2019 pair. Them Bread 4s is one of the ones, man. I ain't gonna lie, very tough sneaker right there. But like I just said, I do believe they can be in a tie with this other shoe. My personal favorite Air Jordan 4, that would be the white cement 4s, bro. Very tough, very clean pair of sneakers right there. I feel like those are the only other shoe competing with the Bread 4s, aside from maybe the Military Blues or maybe the Thunders to some people, I don't know. But the white cements are definitely top two, if not number one, without a doubt. When it comes to keeping those clean, if I ever have my hands on those, I will hold those up to high standards like some people do the Air Force 1s, bro. If you get a pair of those dirty, you might as well get another pair of shoes, for real, because the way that white sits on those 4s is just too fire for me to even want to get dirty or even want to wear them in general, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But for my GOAT 4s, I got the Breads. For my personal favorites, I got the white cements. Now we are on to the Air Jordan 3s, man. As y'all may know, I love me some 3s. Top 3 Air Jordan of all time to me personally. And I ain't gonna lie, they do have a lot of fire colorways when it comes to this shoe, but this did not make my decision any harder. I like what I like. Just like I like the white cement 4s, I do love some white cement 3s. But when it comes to this GOAT colorway and my favorite Air Jordan 3 of all time, come on, man, I'm on the dark side with it. I gotta go with the black cement 3s, man. The greatest Air Jordan 3 of all time. This is what I'm jacking right here. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people love this shoe. This is a lot of people's favorite Jordan of all time in general. When MJ threw these on in the All-Star game, everybody was hooked ever since. Jordan brand has definitely pushed this shoe out a lot of times, and they still sell out no matter what, to the point where Jordan brand is coming back out with these this year in 2024. They were going to be a reimagined pair just like the 3s, the white cement 3s, but they denied those rumors. They're going to be just like the OG pair when they first dropped. I might get my hands on them, I don't know. I do have one pair, the 2019 pair if I'm not mistaken. But other than that, I love me some 3s, and I love some black cement 3s, word. Now we are here with the Air Jordan 2s, man. I already know, you don't gotta tell me. A lot of people don't like this shoe right here, but hear me out. This might be the most unique pair on this list because this is the only shoe here with multiple GOAT colorways or with the same name. I'm jacking this right here. I'm going with the Chicago 2s. They all got the same name, man. It's 3 different pairs of them. We got the first pair, the OGs, that's related to the 2022 release. We got the recent pair with the black lining going through the middle. And we got the Chicago Homes that are all white and all red with the red lining going through the middle. Very tough pair of shoes right here. I couldn't choose between the 3. Honestly, if I did have to choose, I would probably pick the one with the black lining going through the middle. I just like how that sits more, you know what I'm saying? But they all got the same name, they all in the same family. And I thought, why not show the 2s some love, man? So y'all got it. Y'all got a 3-way tie for that. But for my personal favorite, I'm going to have to go with the Concord 2s. I love this shoe right here. I'm loving the elephant print that's going on with it. I love purple, so the way that sits on top of that also with the black, you can't beat that pair right there. One of the most popular 2s out there on the market, aside from maybe what the powder blue 2s or the UNC 2s, however they pronounce it, I don't know. But I love the Concords, word. Here we are, finally, with the Air Jordan 1s, with the OGs, the originator, the one that started it all, possibly the greatest shoe of all time, with every colorway there is to think of. But it's always only one GOAT, man. And the GOAT colorway I'm going with, it should be an obvious one. We should all be in agreement on this one. And that is the Chicago ones, man. Whether it's the 1985 pair or the recent 2015 pair, I don't care. I'm jacking the Chicago ones as the best shoe of all time when it comes to having a GOAT colorway. But for my favorite Air Jordan 1 colorway and my favorite Air Jordan of all time, yes, it's not a Jordan 11, it is a Jordan 1. My favorite Air Jordan of all time is the 2016 Shattered Backboard Away ones, man. Ever since this shoe came out in 2016, I've always loved it. My favorite color is orange, so I was instantly attracted to it. I don't know why I love this more than the other Shattered Backboards, but I love this one specifically. I have no problem with the other ones, but this is my favorite Jordan of all time right here, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I do plan to cop them moving forward, most likely by my birthday in September. I know that the sneaker resale market is insane right now, especially for those. I'm willing to be a grown man responsibly and pay for a pre-owned pair for a reasonable price, you know what I'm saying? If anybody out there looking to sell 11 and a half, let me know, man. Shoot me a DM. You know my Instagram is down low or whatever. But yeah, man, this is my favorite shoe of all time, and that is my all-time colorway and my personal favorite colorway list for every Air Jordan 1 through 14, man. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up, show some love to your boy, comment below your own list, what you agree or disagree with. Let me know, show some love. I'm gonna show some love back. Make sure you subscribe, hit that bell button so you know when I'm posting more videos. And that's another one, man. It's your boy Man, aka Lowski, aka the Big Low. I'm tired, but I got it done for y'all, man. Safety, much love. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it.